Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Rainbow Six Extraction. So, I've got to say from the off, on the paper, I wasn't a big fan of the concept behind it. I know it's based off of a popular mode that was temporary in Rainbow Six Siege, I think, which I didn't play, and Ubisoft decided to make it into their own game, which is kind of cool. So I'm not a big fan of the sort of aliens. I'd prefer it if they would have made this game with terrorists rather than aliens, but you know, you can't have everything, and it's good that they're at least trying to make something new with the series, although I would love, as with many others, for them to go back to the old school style
Give me the brief.
Gameplay
the rest as I go.
From many years ago now, it seems. So is this any good? It's been out for what, a week now, and I'm playing it solo. I haven't played anything with other players, and I'm reached sort of level 10 almost. So let's just jump into a game, and I'll start off in San Francisco. The tenderloin steak, and keeping it on moderate for the time being. So basically you can level up your characters. You've got to kind of use all of them really, because each one has their own set level, and each one is better tuned to this sort of random modes that you get given when you start the game. You can't choose which ones appear. So you can sort of back out and refresh and try again, but you've got to get the right character for the right job. So I know that Alibi would be quite good for that, but I do really like the Pulse character, and as you see, he's been my most popular character that I've used. So who am I going to use this time? Well, let's try Lion for a change and see if he can.
There is no other choice.
Yep, stun grenade. Right, let's do it. So let's see if he can survive this. He's a very low level character, or his starting character. I haven't even used him yet, but I mean, you can pretty much survive with most characters on moderate. You just have to be on the pace.
Find a catalyst emitter. Strange environmental, or turn on the catalyst emitter. I'll get readouts from your transceiver. Get to the first scanning zone.
Right, so prepare the room, because they're going to come for you. So shut these doors first. This is the sensible way to do it. You don't have to do this. You can just leave it. Alright, that door didn't close. Maybe it's not supposed to close. I'm not even in the right area. Look at that. Oh dear. Try again, shall we? Right, so there's enemies there. And now I've alerted them, so stealth's gone out the window. Not a very good start. And that's now blown a huge hole in the wall. Which I can potentially barricade. Well, that's good to show you that you need to get rid of these things here that can spawn more enemies. So what you could do is sort of go around and take those out first before you even engage its first objective. If there's any nearby, they're going to spawn enemies in. Although I'm not sure if the game sort of cheats a bit and just randomly spawns them in anyway. So having a good pair of headphones is very crucial here, because you can listen to where they are with sounds if you haven't got an operator that's got a sensor. I think we're good for now. Let's go back to the room. There's no sort of, well, there is a time limit, but it's not, it's quite generous. Right. Shut that door. So can't come in from behind. As soon as I step here, it's going to trigger. So if we sort of channel them all in from the front.
Initiating data transfer.
Archaeans incoming.
They're all going to come from that side.
GB1 is on the job.
Data transfer complete.
Move to the next scanning zone.
I didn't realise there's one right above there. Really? I missed it? No, see, he just dropped in from there. You saw him drop in from there. So that was a bit cheap. Next area. So again, prepare the room. But you saw how quickly and easily they bashed that door down. So one of the characters, Alibi, I think, has a decoy, which is very useful for this particular mode. I'll just buy me a... Well, that's probably why it's
Initiating data
right.
transfer.
Archaeans are just a little upset.
Keep my back to the wall.
Data transfer complete.
Move to the next scan area.
I'm reloading.
Right, so instead of blocking... Well, I should block it all off. You get bonuses for more health that you've got left at the end of the mission. He's trying to get in. Should have gone round. He's going to make that Hollis open. Oh, too late. I can barricade that.
Barricade up. Reload.
Right, let's do it. Let's shut the door first. Let's barricade this hole. I mean, you can just stand your ground. It's quite easy to do that. But I'm just showing you a bit more of a different way to play it.
Initiating data
Right.
transfer.
They're going to come from the
suddenly want to
right.
show up.
Pretty straightforward.
Data transfer complete.
Okay,
Kept your
so
lead in the zone long enough despite all those enemies.
what is nice about this is that you can then sort of choose whether you want to continue. If your operator's taken a bit of a beating, you can then go to the extraction point and live to fight another day. Or if you're brave, risk it all. And right, there's the little thing that's feeding them in here.
Reloading.
You can risk it all. Well, not risk it all, but end up getting captured. If you fail,
I'm reloading.
so you can sort of go around the level before you even do any
Nothing left for
objective
us here. Head to the next
and just
subzone.
kill all those red things. Again, it's up to you if you want to
You're
shut the
reaping
door
the rewards
behind
of
you.
your efforts. Don't stop just yet.
So I've hardly taken any damage. It is rather easy on this moderate, but you're going to get less XP for your effort. There might be some health somewhere. Let's have a look. We stock on stun grenades. So yeah, you sort of don't really run out of stuff. Spotting your health, not that I
We have
need it.
personnel who are stuck in this subzone. They didn't make it to the airlock lab. Exfil whoever you find.
Right, so this is a stealth mission now.
Standard issue react
So a
chemical
stealth
light
character is
luminescence,
better at
visible,
this.
Infrared and ultraviolet spectrum.
You can sneak up on enemies like this. You can take loads. I think you might get more points for doing so. So what you can do here now is clear your pathway. You know you're going to have to go to the helicopter. I've alerted them now, not good. So they do often go for your target here and start beating him up, which is not good. I'm going to get blinded in a second. Sure why they don't wear gas masks.
Exfil our personnel.
Not good at all. Look at the pig's ear of this. No. Fail!
Lost one of our
Oh dear. Completely messed it up. Well, he's making the right racket, isn't he? Next time, bring your gas mask, you fool. Gosh. I think he's just dying here, isn't he? I don't think that's
Take it
supposed
as
to
a
happen.
warning. On to the next subzone.
Quit your whining. Oh my gosh. Right, final round. Now, will you please shut up?
Parasite activity is causing the tremors. Find a seismic station or scientists left in this subzone to analyze and dissipate the waves.
He's making enough noise. Well, I think there goes stealth out the window. This is really interesting. Right, let's get out of here because that is absolutely really annoying now. The game's obviously bugged for him to keep doing that. Unless he's permanently affected. So let's just get out of here. Screw the objective. Extract, extract.
This could have gone a whole
Oh,
other
dear,
way.
it could have gone.
We'll deal
Well,
with
he's
it all
choking to
the same.
death. So there you go. That just shows you that you can duck out. Oh dear, poor guy. So what happens if you fail now? So when you fail, your character that gets
skill sets that can improve our chances.
kidnapped and covered in alien goo, and you have to send another operator to go and rescue them. And also, you start losing your experience off your tally. So I could go from level 10 back down to level 9 had he died or been caught out, which is quite interesting. So just to show you Alaska. Now, these are big maps now, and what I found as well is when you start playing on more tougher settings, you end up having to explore more of the larger area before you get to your objective. Right, here's a new set of objectives. So this one is going to require a bit more of a stealth character, or a speedy character. So I'll use Ella, I think, for this one, and try out the new gun that she's just unlocked. So yeah, going back to the overall impressions of this game, it's not bad. It's an interesting concept. I like it, but it can get a bit repetitive, and I'm not sure over the longer term. And it's also very sort of grindy as well. You know, you're having to replay the same maps over and over to upgrade and level up your character and your overall experience to unlock more stuff. You do get new objectives.
Nest mapping data indicates the presence of abandoned nests here. Find them.
Again, a character that had the motion sensor or the pulse would have been great for this. Making a bit of a picture of this. Say I'll be stealthy. That wasn't very stealthy at all. Right, let's grab that medikit. That's what we're doing. I'm hunting the green blobs, or nests as they call them.
Destroy those nests.
Right, one there.
Get a sample from the mutagen's point of origin. Get more abandoned nests out of the way to trigger the neoplasm.
Upstairs. Nest there. Shut that door.
I'm reloading.
It's don't need to reload so often. Whoa, he just spawned right behind next to me.
That react blade.
That's fairly straightforward for Ella. I think she's a bit OP for playing on moderate now. But I mean, it's a single player game, it's not bad. I mean, you can obviously take things in your own pace.
You're reaping the rewards of your efforts. Don't stop just yet.
Make your own decisions without worrying about whether some other player random is going to mess things up for you in terms of if you're playing stealthy or not.
Airlock sequence, sub-zone transition in effect.
So yeah, there's parts of it I like. I think it's a game you can sort of dip in and out of. I think for longer term.
Scientists can't get enough of those tissue samples, and they keep saying they're onto something. All I know is that your target is nearby.
So for the longer term or long-term play, or playing for longer periods of time, I think that's what I was trying to say, is it's going to get a bit boring. But what game doesn't get boring like that when you're doing the sort of same things over? I mean, there's a fair number of maps here, but I think, you know, these maps are quite nice, and they could work well with regular guys, regular human enemies.
That one's taken care of.
This gun is gives Ella a lot more flexibility because she's got so many rounds. She's not having to constantly reload, which is quite cool. Her starting weapon is a bit weak.
You have a recon device. It can help you locate the objective.
Yeah, that's where Pulse would have been a lot better for this type of mission. They give you enough time as well for each level. Oh, she's going to start coughing. I still can't get over the guy before. He was proper going for it. He did not like the green or the yellow gas. He did not agree with his system at all. That was a funny
Here's
glitch.
your target. Neutralize it with your react blade. R&D won't be rolling this off when they see this new acquisition.
Right, so I've got to get to the next point, which is all the way down there. Those red things just keep respawning enemies in, so you'll be constantly so that's quite cool that you can interrupt your reload. Go, not too hard at all. So yeah, I mean, it does a good job of
maintain that focus in the next subzone.
it does a good job of
You can head to the next subzone.
introducing you to the game, and then it can get very sort of challenging when you start upping the difficulty, especially when you're playing solo.
Sub-zone transition in effect.
But if you use your characters wisely, this one's going to be a bit more difficult.
Stay calm.
Got to
Tremors
find
are
the.
caused by increased underground parasite activity. Get to our seismic stations to stop the tremors.
You've got to find the stations, and then you've got to get to them in time.
This aberration is inert and fossilized. Maybe it originated from the meteor that was discovered here.
Get to sort of learn about the lore of the game by interacting with these moments. I mean, you can change your weapon from full auto to burst fire. Those kind of long range shots, but with controller tapping, it's fairly easy to just do those sort of single shots in full auto mode. And yes, I am using a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard. My preferred way of playing.
That's the spot, but you should start with activate the first station.
Right. So as you see, I've had to come all the way across this map to get here.
Reloading weapon. Never seen a way? I'll clear it.
So you don't have to crouch to sneak. You can hear your footsteps when you're moving at speed, and obviously if you move slowly. Let's reload and let's get into this. So you've got a time limit. Let's go.
That'll do it. Go to the next station.
Updating seismic triangulation.
It's working. Get to the next station. Seismic waves are being disrupted. Our scientists couldn't have done it without you.
Right, let's get out of here. Oh, she's taken one tiny drop of health. 1 point. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good fun, but it depends what kind of gamer you are. If you're into sort of leveling up and progression of characters, then yeah, it's not bad if you don't mind keep playing over and over the same missions. But yeah. So the more score, the more hit points you can get for your characters that are injured. And I've unlocked Smoke. Sledge is back. Sledge is pretty good as well. Yeah, you find your sort of favourite characters amongst the operators. So those are just unlocked now. What's in the canister? Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, not a bad game. I wish they were human enemies. And
about time someone pulled the smoke alarm.
Yeah, we all speak like that in England. I mean, Sledge is another English SAS character.
Let me show these Archeans how I ground and pound.
A wee Scottish man. Who else is English? I think there's a... No, not here. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah. It's free to play, so what... You can't really complain, can you, really, at free to play? I mean, let's just quickly go to tech, just to quickly show that. Unlock these extra gadgets until you eventually get the react laser, level 25. Milestone 25, which is a long way off. You've got all these here, and because it's a free-to-play game on well, on Xbox Game Pass, it is at least. Yeah, you can. In fact, I am playing the non-Xbox Game Pass version, I think. No. You connect via the Ubisoft account, so you have to sort of do some messing around. And these are all the things you could buy here. Oh, but as I said, as a free-to-play game, it's pretty good. The basis of what there is pretty good. I mean, you can. Let's just quickly go back to my girl Ella. You can sort of change some of the customization of the character like that. I mean, let's just toggle full screen. You can see that, which is quite nice, and uniforms as well that you're unlocking via playing, which is quite nice as well. But some of them you have to pay for. So, you know, these ones here, RC. No, not Rob Cram, but Rob Cram credits. No, yeah. So yeah, not bad. You know, if you're playing it via Game Pass, even if you paid for it, it's not a bad little game. Yeah, but from an old school point of view, yeah, we want more of the old school style Rainbow Six. Please, Ubisoft. Okay, I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.